Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Professor Layton and the Curious Village. Previously, Luke and Layton met a mysterious young girl at the dead end on the north side of the village. She starts to tell them something, but a sinister figure lurking in the shadows scares her off. Afterward, a puzzled Layton and Luke find a ticket to the town amusement park and head there. Indeed, the gate has been opened. We can go inside. I've been waiting for this. Yeah, according to my save file, we've crossed the 20-hour mark on my end. So, take that to mean that, what is this, part 14? 13? Yeah, somewhere around there. I've been shaving off a lot of dead time in this Let's Play and editing. Are you grateful? You should be. Anyway, this park is really kind of sad, isn't it? It's all rusty and abandoned. It's just as Sylvain said. It seems that no one set foot in this park for a dreadfully long time. Now, on to business. Let's give the grounds around the Ferris wheel a once-over. I expect we'll find something of interest there. Can't imagine we would find someone to speak to here, but maybe there are puzzles out and about. A map of the park. It's yellowed with age. Oh? Oh my. What is it, Professor? Look at this poster. The picture appears to be the same as the one on the ticket we picked up. It's so old and yellow, but doesn't that depict Flora? Okay, she does look a lot younger here, to be fair. It looks like it's been posted here for ages. It's so faded you can't even read the letters. Oh. Hey, isn't that... Yes, I thought so. That's little Flora there in the middle of the picture, isn't it? She looks exactly as she does in the portrait we saw of her in Reinhold Manor. Oh, well, there I go, making things up. Alright. It would seem that Baron Reinhold built this amusement park for the sole enjoyment of his daughter. Strange, I wonder why it wasn't more popular with the village folk once it was open to the public. Well, I don't suppose speculation will help us very much. Let's keep moving. Right you are, Professor. Huh. A coin? Do any of the other lamps hold that? No. In the trash, aha! So in the back, in a bush? In a stone on the floor? Maybe I'll need Subscrib's help. Okay, it looks like to the right is a little hut on a lake. Oh! It's the plumber slash groundskeeper. Also, a message. Look at this, Professor. It was lying on the ground. It appears to be a scrap of notepaper. Would you read it aloud for me? Sure thing, Professor. All right, let's see. The older she gets, the more young Miss is catching on to this village's secret. She seems lonely, which is probably why the boss asked me to build an amusement park for her. Uh-huh. All right. No one's real. No one's real. This cinches it. No one's real. Yep, it certainly looks like I've got my work cut out for me. The young miss mentioned here must be Flora. The whole park was built just for her. But I don't understand this other line. What's all this business about a secret in the village? I just wasn't ready to handle the boss's death. Poor young miss. She's all alone in the world now. Huh. Is there a longer period of time between Reinhold's death and the message being sent to Layton than I bargained for? But no matter what happens, I have to keep going and take care of her in the boss's place. The page ends there. Baron Reinhold sounds like he truly loved his daughter more than anything. Fate can be so cruel. Huh. Well, anything else here? In the chimney. In the tree. Somewhere in the tree. In the stone. Ah, these confounded third hint coins always mess me up. Well, let's speak to him. Oh, you lads again, eh? How do you like me park? Lovely, isn't it? The sun's shining bright today, and I'm in fine spirits. Why not celebrate this weather with a puzzle? Let me tell you one of me favorites. In a hole. You know, I wonder if these robots are programmed to tell riddles and puzzles to keep Flora entertained. I don't know, man. Alright. A tennis ball has rolled its way down into a hole. This particular hole is extremely deep and has a sharp bend in the middle, making the ball impossible to retrieve by hand. To make matters worse, the ground around the hole is made of hard clay, so digging the ball out isn't an option. However, you have something incredibly commonplace on hand that you can use to get the ball out. What do you use to get the ball out? Answer in 5 letters. Interesting. Something incredibly commonplace on hand. Oh, I know. Okay, this is assuming. No. This is going to assume that. No. No. Help. Well, okay, this is going to assume that, oh, thank God. This is going to assume that tennis balls float in water. I'm pretty sure they do.
That should do it.
Ah!
Critical thinking is the key to success.
That's correct. Theoretically, you could use any liquid in which tennis balls can float, but water is the liquid you would most likely have handy. Since the ground is hard clay, there's little chance of the water getting absorbed into the surrounding earth. The ball should come up with little difficulty. Neat. Haha, you're quite a solver, aren't you? Ah, yes, getting back to me park hasn't been properly maintained, and parts are just rotting away. If something looks old and broken, do the smart thing, lads, and stay away from it. A violin. Ooh. I'd imagine Layton could play it, maybe. Anything else, my good man? Brings a tear to my eye to say so, but parts of this park are simply rotting away. Oh, same dialogue. Well, let's progress up the path. Now, what is this? Look, Professor, there's a strange little shed there. Interesting. It seems the shed routes water to the sewer pipes. I feel this warrants a closer look. It doesn't appear that the door will open. Let's move on and explore the rest of the park, Luke. It says, don't throw trash in the lake. Oh, thank you, Subscript. Really? There? Oh, I never would have guessed. What the hell? Oh, that's 3. That was real fast. Oops. 4. There is 4 in some screens. Interesting. Alright. Oh, I can loop left? Let's not. That'll take me to the Ferris wheel. We'll head back. This place is so run down, it looks like it hasn't been touched in years. What a shame. I bet it used to be a fun place. There's even a big tent like the kind you see in circuses. Yes, there is something quite sad about it, isn't there? How strange. This was clearly a traveling carnival, so why was it left to rot here in Saint Mystere? I bet the Ferris wheel is a mess too. I suppose I won't get to use that ride ticket we picked up. Well, we have better things to do than ride that thing, don't we? Somewhere in this park hides a clue to finding the golden apple. I'm sure of it. It appears that no one is working the shop. There's gotta be a hint coin somewhere, yeah. And there's another. Oh, that looks like a circus big top. No one seems to be inside. Oh, I can't enter? Oh. Well, that's enough for now. Onward. Here we go. This must be the Ferris wheel we were looking for. Luke, why don't you look around and see if anything seems odd about it? Sure thing, Professor. Huh. Did you find anything out of the ordinary, Luke? No, not a thing. Maybe there is no secret hidden in this Ferris wheel after all. That remains to be seen. Let's look around a bit more, shall we? So in the end, that ticket we picked up turned out to be meaningless? So it seems. I suppose my intuition failed us this time, Luke. Come, let's head back to the heart of Saint Mystere and search for our next lead. What's gonna happen?
What on earth?
Professor!
Get away, Luke! Run!
Oh, that thing has a will of its own!
That's preposterous!
Wow, that is terrifying. Oh. Well, who needs a key?
Blast.
Remote controlled Ferris wheel. Satan, you're classic. Alright. There better be mustache twirling. He better have a mustache. He better twirl it at some point, I swear. Phew. Oh, why with the Ferris wheel? Professor, look what happened to the shed. The Ferris wheel must have simply destroyed it. If we'd made a wrong step back there, we'd be a rebel too. Oh my. I think I found something here, Professor. What could that be? Now what's an entrance to the sewers doing here? You know, I wasn't gonna say anything, but I was betting that could lead into the tower. This could well be an underground passage to the tower. Yeah! We've got to take a look below. Come. I'm right behind you, Professor. Well, wow. First thing, though, before we do that, let's, look around a bit. Huh. Oh! That poor Ferris wheel is totally destroyed now. That reminds me, Luke. Have you heard about the wonderful puzzle about the Ferris wheel? Well, let's give it a shot. There are 10 two-seater cars attached to the fair's Ferris wheel. The Ferris wheel turns so that one car rotates to the exit platform every minute. The wheel began operation at 10 in the morning and shut down 30 minutes later. What's the maximum number of people that could have taken a ride on the Ferris wheel in that time period? Huh. Okay, this seems pretty easy. To start, I can probably discard the 10 in the morning number. I just need to remember, 30 minutes. So the Ferris wheel can hold 20 people at max capacity. Because there are 10 two-seater cars. So one car rotates through the exit platform every minute. Meaning, if the first two people boarded, if the first two people boarded, it would take them 10 minutes to do the full loop. It would take them 10 minutes to go all the way around and exit again. So if it only went for 30 minutes, that's essentially one patron per minute. And we can double that because each car holds 2 people, so is it 60? Now the question is, do I need to account for the fact that the wheel shut down at the 30-minute mark? Meaning, about 20 minutes into the ride, they would have forbade any new passengers boarding because 10 minutes later, the last onboard passenger who boarded at the 20-minute mark would have to come back and disembark at precisely the 30-minute mark where it was shut down? I think the answer would either be 40 or 60. I'm gonna try 40 first, then 60. We'll see.
Well, here's my guess.
Fair enough, fair enough. We'll try 60.
Oh,
And if it's
I'm sure
not
I had
that,
it.
if it's not that, then we have a problem.
I think I've got it.
No, okay. We have a problem then. Right,
sure
alright,
I
alright,
had
alright.
it.
I'm gonna need a bit to work this out. I'll get it done. The more I look at this, and the more I think about it, the less I understand why 40 was not the correct answer. When someone boards, it takes 10 minutes. It takes 10 minutes for the car to complete a rotation, and they leave. And if it's shut down at 30 minutes, that means the final passenger should have boarded at minute 20. And that should have been passengers 19 and 20, assuming they all had 2 passengers. It should have been 39 and 40, my bad. 19 and 20 would have been at the 10-minute mark. So it should have been 39 and 40 who boarded the... Okay, maybe I'm wrong on a base assumption. Is it really 10 minutes? Okay, so someone boards here. Minute 1 passes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Yeah, no, it takes 10 minutes to ride it and then disembark. So counting it out, okay, 2 people board. It moves up, 1 more, that's 2 more people, so 4. And so on and so forth. They're all empty right now, so 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Oh. 22. Okay, so it's 22 at the exact 10-minute mark. Okay, let's continue this. 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42. Okay, we're at the 20-minute mark. So that pattern continues. It should be, at 30 minutes, it should be either 62 or 42. Okay, I just need to... Okay. 2 board. 1 minute. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. Okay, it's either 62 or 42 then. I think. I'm gonna go with 42 because I really like my logic that it needs a full 10 minutes of no passengers. I hope this works.
Well, here's my guess.
Hey! Alright, I feel clever for at least working that bit out. That's right, for the first 9 minutes the Ferris wheel is moving, the cars arriving at the unloading zone are unoccupied. For the last 9 minutes of operation, needless to say, no one will be allowed to board the cars. From the time the Ferris wheel fills up at 10 minutes past the hour until the last passenger steps off at 10:30, a total of 21 sets of passengers will have taken a ride on the Ferris wheel. I'm glad I worked that out so quickly. Excellent job, my boy. Painting scrap. Yeah. Oh, I want to look at that immediately. Is it a face? No. They are saving it for last, aren't they? Oh, it's gonna be so satisfying. Anything else? Goodness. Oh, hit coin. That's nice. Wait. No. Wow. All that lovely sprite work, gone, now replaced with the ruins. Huh. Well, I hope that Sylvain is okay. Oh, thank you, Subscript. Now, before we go down those stairs, which are actually giving me point of no return vibes, I want to check around town just once. There may be something new that showed up, you know? I'll try. Oh, where are you going? We haven't finished our investigation yet. Well, fair. I guess I can't. Down the hatch we go. I hope I don't trip. This place is pitch black. Oh, and it's cold, too. Watch your step, Luke. Look for anything suspicious or out of place. Huh. A bucket. Dear God. Look, there's a sort of stone tablet embedded in the wall. This is clearly some kind of puzzle. I'd wager the solution will tell us the direction in which to proceed. Well, well. 89. Okay. The path you are on forks to the left and right in front of the sign seen below. Your gut feeling tells you that this sign reveals the direction you need to go. Find an arrow within the picture, like the yellow one on the side of the board. When you find it, draw a line around it as neatly as possible. Keep in mind that the arrow you are searching for may not be the same size as the one pictured below. Okay. I need to find a triangle. Hello, geography, my arch nemesis. Okay. I think I see it. Is that right? Could it be? Maybe. I spent a long time looking. It's kinda lopsided, and I feel like the back part of it is thinner than it should be. But... no. I feel like this is a real neat triangle. Right there. Oh. No, not quite. I gotta find one that's better. You know, I'm also thinking that maybe the fact that the path forks left and right is misleading. It could go in any direction at all. Up, down, diagonal. I feel like this is trying its best to fool me, but I'm not sure about that. I just don't see it. Alright, I relent. It sucks to use a hint coin on this. I feel like if I spent more time on it, I could see it eventually, but I am genuinely struggling. There's no way around it, you just have to search the picture long and hard for the answer. The puzzle mentions the directions left and right, so there's a good chance the hidden arrow won't point upward like the example, but sideways. Alright game, I'll believe you, it's pointing left or right. Well, in that case... confound it, I'll give this a try. I'll try.
There we go.
I thought so.
Oh, how embarrassing.
No, my carrots. No. I don't care about the carrots. Is that it? Please say yes.
That should do it. I suppose I thought wrong.
This calls for another hint coin. The arrow hidden in the picture is a bit larger than the example. A bit larger, okay? Don't bother searching the left half of the sign. The left half? The left half. Okay, let's assume it's like there. It's somewhere in the right? What the... Is that it?
Luke, here's my answer.
Okay, well,
Frankly,
now that I've lost all possible carrots on this puzzle, I'm more likely to try stupid symbols. Okay. Huh.
there we go.
Oh, thank you!
The puzzle has an answer.
So before anyone says anything, look. This game was meant to be played on a screen with a resolution of like, I think it was 250 by 190. I'm playing on a 1920 by 1080 monitor, okay? This image is blown up and it makes stuff like this way more difficult than you would think. There's our answer. We will proceed down the left corridor. Understood, Professor. An artisan's teapot. Oh, Layton. That screams Layton. Well, I guess we'll head there. I'm digging the new music, by the way. We're sure we can't go right just for funsies? No, alright. Thank you, Subscribe. A loyal pooch to the end. Ah! I'm satisfied with that. What's here? Look, Professor! There's a strange device on the door here. It seems to be a puzzle of some sort. I imagine the door won't open until we solve it. It's almost like we're being tested, isn't it? 90. Get the ball out too. Oh yeah! I remember the first one of these. Get the red ball out of the maze. 14 moves. Well, I'll give it a shot. Yeah, nothing else for it. I'll just try. I think that must be the... well... maybe I could sneak it down to the left if I... no, I could not. Wait. Uh-oh. Wait, how do I make the very first move here? Uh-oh. Hold on. Oh, this is gonna be a while. Haha. Oh, okay, this is really embarrassing, but, okay, so, I forgot to record myself completing that puzzle. Look, thankfully, it only took me like 40 moves or so, but so what happens is, whenever I know for a fact that I'll be cutting away footage, I like to, when I record long enough, to just end the recording, so I'm dealing with small file sizes of footage, you know? My editing software doesn't play nice with too large of footage. And in this case, I cut it while I was trying to work out the puzzle solution with the intention of flipping it back on, putting my recording back on before I solved it. In this case, I forgot and only realized like 2 seconds after finishing the puzzle, so, next chance I get, I'll show you my Picarat score. This is embarrassing. Anyway, that should do the trick. Puzzle! Yeah! Okay. Right, my carrot total is now 3,302, just so we're all clear and caught up. Wow, what's gonna happen? This painting is truly brilliant. It simply must go on my wall. By the way, Luke, I have a present for you to mark this occasion. Turn off your Nintendo DS once, then restart the game. At the title screen, select bonuses, and you should have a new challenge from me. Cool. Did my controller disconnected? Oh! It came back? Oh, what? Okay. The art lover's house has been added to your map. Cool. Challenges. Alright. Alright. I'm just a mess right now. Recording videos is hard. Whoa. Wow, I certainly didn't expect a room down here. Let's give it a thorough once-over. Something isn't right about this place. I can feel it in my bones. Milk jug. It's just a milk jug. There. That's an ordinary tub. There are some tiny paintings here. Just an empty box. All these drawers are completely empty. What a curious vase. All the poor flowers in it are wilted. Oh? Something's hidden behind here. Alright, let's move the picture out of the way then. What's this here? Who lit these candles anyway? It appears to be some sort of key. But what does it unlock? We won't know until we investigate further. But this shape certainly looks familiar. Professor, could this be? It looks just like the tower. I knew there was something odd about that dead end. Perhaps this key will shed some light on things. Luke, we need to head back to that large wall on the north side of St. Mystere. I have a hunch that it's more than a dead end. Well, well. Chapter 7 complete. Oh, we are close to the end of the game. This could be the last chapter. Also, thank you, Subscribe. Oh, a hidden puzzle? Look at how old this picture is. Oh, right, that reminds me of a good one. Would you like to hear it? Sure, I'm in the mood. Pattern matching. Whoa. Oh, Christ. The large shape below is made up of a pattern. A section of the shape has been removed. Of the options A, B, C, and D, which one should you insert into the large shape to complete the pattern? Oh. Oh, wait. I actually... Hold on. Oh, I see the pattern. This should be really easy. You see here? It's diagonal. Circles, crosses, squares, circles, and repeat. So, by all means, this pattern should be circle here, crosses here, and then, squares here, followed by a circle. So we're looking for, one end that has... Right, it should be, X square circle. So let's see. X circle square. Circle X square. No, we want X square circle. X square circle. I think it should be B, but upside down. Okay, we have X square circle here. Oh no, we have X square circle here too. Uh-oh. Okay, it's either B or C. I need to figure out which way, though. I think it's B.
Luke, here's my answer.
Yeah!
Another puzzle solved.
Excellent. It's really just a matter of finding the right matching pattern, but staring at all those different pieces and trying to find one that fits is more complex than one would think. Gee, I didn't think it was that easy. A bone china teacup. That's for the adult. To go with the tea set. Another hidden puzzle. I wonder what this room's for. Oh, that it? Oh, alright. Ouch, hot, hot. That's a real candle. How did it... Huh. Away we go. So I'm curious, looking at my log? My index, rather. What are we missing? Let's see. I'm really bad at detecting if anything's missing. I'm like really bad at this sort of thing. At a glance, I mean, it could take a while. Huh. I'm missing puzzle 92. Interesting. Gosh, I wonder if the story ends with puzzle 100. Because it looks like the bonus extra stuff is 101 and onwards. I'm missing 105. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm missing quite a few. Huh. Well, I guess I'll make my way back out to town and I'll look for new things to investigate on my way. I'll let you know if I see anything. Oh, let's go investigate that dead end right away. All right, Luke, but first let's make a quick stop by the inn. There's something I need to check on there. Why the inn, Professor? It seems that someone doesn't want us around, Luke. Someone is, in fact, after us. And the key to identifying this scoundrel is back at the inn. So you already have an idea about who's behind this? Haha, piqued your interest, have I? The shadowy intruder. Alright. Well, we'll go to the inn then. But first, it's investigating time. Ha ha ha, it's you two lads again? Oh, I think this is new. You're a pair of odd ducks coming all this way just to see me. But lucky for you, I've got myself a darling of a puzzle and a mind to share it with you. Aha, bring it on, old man. Wash up. 92! Oh, we found it. Good. You need to wash your face, but all 13 water valves in the sewer piping are shut tight. You have to open the valves to get the water to flow into your sink. So here's your challenge. Direct the water all the way to your sink by opening as few valves as possible. I see. Okay. This would be so much easier with a personal memo, so I'll open one. I think I found an efficient route using just 2 valves. It goes up here and takes a left. Open this valve, it flows all the way around and loops. But it goes here, well finally it'll spill out here. I think that's it.
There we go.
Ah! Easy
Critical
peasy.
thinking is the key to success.
Good job. Now go wash up. Haha, wonderful work. I was sure this puzzle would floor the both of you, but I guess the joke's on me. Oh well, you win some, you lose some. Neat. I take it that's all for you? It's hard to sneak away from the job when you're above ground, as everyone can see you plain as day. If I ever want to rest on the job, this is the only place I can go. Now be good, lads, and don't go blabbing this to Rodney. Who's Rodney? Oh, probably the mayor. I ain't no snitch. Well, I found 3 new hint coins, but not much else. Hello, Beatrice. Hello, Professor. Is something the matter? You look a little shaken. Beatrice, I have an urgent request. Could you show me the newspapers from the last couple of days? The papers? Certainly. Hang on for just a moment while I go fetch them for you. That's strange. I'm sure I set them down around here somewhere. Is there a problem? I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I can't seem to find them anywhere. Even today's morning paper seems to have gone missing. I see. Well, thank you just the same, Beatrice. This has been most helpful. Just what was in those papers anyway, Professor? Yoo-hoo, Professor Layton. Ramon, and to what do we owe this visit? Oh, he told me I needed to find you and bring you to Reinhold Manor. The inspector, I mean. He and Lady Dahlia await your arrival at Reinhold Manor. Thank you for the message. We will set out for the manor in just a few moments. Well, interesting. Yeah, I think Layton is starting to clue in that things aren't right. The local news should tell a lot. Oh, hello there, Professor. Have you had any luck tracking down that bill-dodging ruffian? Nope. Anyway, I should mention that in my investigations, I did not go beyond the clock tower. I assumed I would be going there anyway when I take the key to the tower, so that can wait. I did, however, go all the way to the manor. Hello. You found the key to the tower, haven't you? How do you know about the key? You mustn't interfere with the tower. Whatever you do, just stay away from there. Interfere? What do you mean by that, dear? Well, I feel bad for Flora. This is not going to be a pleasant time for her. I feel like this game's going to end with Saint Mystere being shut down. Welcome back, Professor Layton. Please come in. Everyone is waiting. Thank you, Matthew. Is something troubling you, my good man? You seem ill at ease. Oh no, I'm fine, sir. Please make your way to the parlor. All right, if you're certain that nothing is the matter, we'll head upstairs. Why do I feel like Satan is already up there and he's taken hostages or something? Ah, Mr. Layton, thank you for arriving so promptly. Come, have a seat. Why have you called us here, Inspector Chelmy? Like you, I'm not the kind of man who just beats around the bush, so I'll just come out with it. I'm on to you, Layton. It's clear as day. You are responsible for Simon's death. Are you suggesting I murdered Simon? Nonsense. Nice, Layton. I have to admire the way you keep cool under pressure. But of course I would expect nothing less from a cold-blooded killer such as yourself. I don't suppose you've seen this before, eh? This vase was on display in the room in which Simon was found dead. All the forensic evidence I've gathered suggests that the killer struck Simon with this vase. Our killer was no professional. You see, he left his fingerprints all over the murder weapon. Fingerprints that match your own, Mr. Layton. Uh-oh. Oh, that's the vase from the market, isn't it? It is. Huh. Well, the old merchant guy should have his fingerprints all over it as well. What does that mean? Clearly this is the work of Satan. You rotten murderer. Huh? If this vase is evidence, why did you just break it like it was nothing? So go on and give me an alibi, Layton. Where were you when Simon was killed, eh? Come on, out with it. I was with Luke, investigating matters down in the village. Is that the best you can muster? It's clearly the little brat is an accomplice to your crime. Admit it, Layton. You two wanted to keep the golden apple so badly that you conspired to murder Simon. You can't fool me, Layton, so cough it up and start talking. While I'm at it, I'll take the key to the tower you picked up, too. How do you know? Oh. Okay, we know we're dealing with a fake Chelmy because the real one likes sweets. And this one professes to hating them. I had thought that the real Chelmy had been abducted and replaced by a robot, but now I'm thinking that this is just Satan in disguise, and it would be just like him to hate sweets. It seems that you are intent on pinning this crime on me, Inspector. But if you are a true enforcer of the law, you'll acknowledge that I'm not the only a reasonable suspect. Any member of this household could have committed the crime. In fact, you can't even rule out the possibility that everyone here had a hand in the murder. Furthermore, are we even sure that a murder took place here? What kind of nonsense are you spouting now? Do you really think anyone here is fooled by your crackpot theories? Inspector Chelmy, I'm beginning to think the only person here with something to hide is you. That's absurd. This has nothing in the slightest to do with me.
No, Inspector, it has quite a bit to do with you.
Meaning?
Isn't it obvious?
Oh, he's about to do a Columbo.
If there is any criminal element involved in this case, then it is you, sir.
What? That's absurd.
Hey, calm down.
What utter rubbish! You'll need more than some death charge to save your hide.
I appreciate that solid 3 seconds of growling. I've heard you're quite the devoted husband, Inspector. I bet you take very good care of your wife, Amy. Luke and I found this article in the paper. Luke, what was Inspector Chelmy's favorite food again? Tap your answer? Oh, I'm glad I remember. This article specifically states you love sweet potato fries, and yet you raged at poor Matthew when he brought you sweets with tea. Why? And your point is, it just so happens that I have a fondness for Amy's sweet potato fritters. I don't think Amy was even the name of the wife. It's a Columbo. Is that so? Thank you, Inspector. This little conversation has made things quite clear. Please take a look at this. I believe you just called them Amy's sweet potato fritters, yes? I'd like everyone to look at this article. As you can all see, the article clearly states that Inspector Chelmy's wife is Emily, not Amy. Do you mean to tell me you've forgotten your own wife's name? Grrr! Out with it then. Who are you, and why have you been impersonating Inspector Chelmy? And why have you been running this investigation? But your sudden memory loss regarding your wife's name isn't the only suspicious thing about you. Try to recall the time around Simon's death. You said you received a report that prompted you to come to St. Mystere, but you forgot one thing. After Luke and I came to town, the drawbridge that is St. Mystere's sole entrance had its crank stolen. This effectively sealed the village. From that point on, no one could enter or leave the village. And you recall just when this seclusion began? I think it was after Ramon... this I forget. I want to say it was during the search for Claudia. It happened early. Correct. The only route out of the village had been closed well before Simon's death was discovered. After that event, there was no way that anyone outside the village could enter. By the same token, there was no way to take things out of the village, particularly something as large as a corpse. So tell me, Inspector Chelmy, when did you actually first set foot in St. Mystere? And furthermore, what did you do with Simon's remains? Grr. While we're on the subject, I have one more nagging question that I haven't been able to figure out. How is it that you knew about the key to the tower we discovered? When we happened upon that key, there wasn't a soul in the area, save for Luke and myself. Furthermore, I have spoken of what we found there to no one. There's no conceivable way you could have known about this key. Unless, of course, you were spying on us from the shadows when we picked it up. Now, let me see if I've gotten this all right. You posed as the inspector and used Simon's death as an excuse to enter Reinhold Manor. Since then, you've been waiting for the ideal time to strike and steal the golden apple from us. How am I doing so far? Yeah. What's so funny? This is no laughing matter. I'm just astounded at how despicable I find you, Layton. But that's exactly why you're worthy of being my arch enemy. Yeah, Nemesis! Yeah, mustache! Oh, the horns are hair. Oh, that makes sense. Don Paolo. Paolo? How do you pronounce that name? I used to know. Paolo? I think it's Paolo. I've always despised you, Layton. Okay, this looks way better on the DS. I thought I'd be able to crush you once and for all here in St. Mystere. But that will have to wait, since you saw through my disguise. You haven't caught on yet, but St. Mystere hides a secret of epic proportions. When I imagine a dimwit like you trying to unravel a mystery, I just have to smile. My business here for the day has come to an end, so I'll be off now. But listen closely, Layton. Never forget how close you came to being bested. One day I, the great Don Paolo, will rain my vengeance down upon you. And on that fearful day, you will beg for an umbrella and a raincoat, perhaps even some galoshes. Oh my god, he's so lame. Yeah. Gosh. He jumped out the window, yeah. Oh, he's my favorite character. I guess he's gone. Do you know who that man was? Please say no. He doesn't know him personally. He's such a hater. Yeah. Don Paolo is his name. I've heard stories of him. His grasp of the hard sciences was rumored to be unrivaled. The problem, as you might guess, was his personality. Though he was genius, the man was evil. The Science Board banished him from working officially in his field ever again. Sneaking into St. Mystere to steal the Reinhold fortune sounds like the kind of scheme he would hatch.
He seems to hold quite a grudge against you, Professor. What did you do to cross him?
I haven't the slightest idea, Luke.
Huh. Well, that aside, what was all that talk of a secret hidden in the village? What was he talking about?
I'm mystified by it myself. For the time being, though, let's focus on finding the golden apple, shall we? I say we follow our newest lead and head for that tower. Let's check that dead end from before, Luke.
Chapter 8 complete? Oh, we're getting there. Mystery solved. Wow. Huh. I expect we're gonna see a lot more solved cases soon. I wonder if there's any solved cases I've missed. Head for the tower. Wow. Before we leave, though... I'm simply shocked at this turn of events. Who could have guessed that we had an imposter in our midst? He had me completely fooled. But you saw right through him, Professor. I must say I'm quite impressed with your cunning. I ask you now to put that brilliant mind of yours to work again and set out in search of the golden apple.
It would be my pleasure, madame. By the way, are you feeling all right? You look a bit pale.
I awoke this morning with memories of a peculiar dream I must have had last night. In it, my husband and I had just had a brand new baby girl, and oh, how everyone fawned over her. The next moment, suddenly I was in a park walking hand in hand with my young daughter.
With your daughter, you say?
Now, why would I have a silly dream like that? These past few days have really been quite draining.
Why does Dahlia have what was the name? L something? Flora's mother's memories. Yeah. Something's weird here.
Professor Layton, I don't feel particularly well at the moment. I think I will go lie down for a bit. What's wrong with Lady Dahlia?
She says she had a dream of walking the park with her young daughter. There's something quite curious about that dream.
She's not supposed to have a... Well, I mean, I guess she would inherit Flora as her stepdaughter, so...
but she certainly never gave birth. That much is clear. Would you please let me know if you find... Yeah, okay. Nothing new with you. That's for the best. Oh, I can enter this room. Huh. Okay, I'm curious. I gotta know. What's going on here?
Collect your thoughts? That's fine, I guess.
Yeah, I'm expecting to see her again in the tower, freshly kidnapped for repairs. That's what I'm expecting. Matthew's gone. Huh. Ramon, anything new to say?
No, nothing new.
All right. Well, we've truly left then, haven't we? Well, maybe I could just... We're at the threshold. All right. Huh. Dare I say it, we might be 1 or 2 videos away from the end. We only have a small handful of puzzles left to solve. Well, look, I can't imagine that things would actually cut to credits the moment we open the tower. No, we probably have to climb it and get to the tallest point. There's probably going to be a ton of puzzles on our way. And before that, I'd like to take one last final look around the town, scour for more missing puzzles, and people and hint coins. Especially all the areas north of this clock tower here. Yeah, we got a bit left ahead of us, but the end is in sight. I see the light at the end of the tunnel. This has been a wondrous experience, this first Layton game. Very memorable. But boy, it's pretty draining, these brain teasers, all in a row. It's a relentless parade of humiliation on my part. I'll be happy for a break. Yeah, I'm just gonna say it now. I can't imagine I'd ever feel up to Let's Playing 2 Layton games in a row, let alone 3 or more. So after this is all done, I'll definitely play something else for just a bit. But of course, I still certainly do want to play the entire series. I'm loving this. And it's pretty wild that, unless he makes an appearance at the very end of the game, Inspector Chelmy doesn't actually show up in this. I remember him from the start of the crossover game with Ace Attorney. He's clearly a mainstay recurring character, and yet he's not technically in this first game, at least yet. Well... I'm getting excited. I can't wait to see how this wraps up. I know everyone's a robot, but I wonder if there's gonna be 1 or 2 big twists along the way that I have failed to see coming. I'm excited, and I hope you are too. I'm Zephyr the Jester. There's been more of Professor Layton and the Curious Village. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you next time. So until then, please take care.